Hi everybody, and welcome to another video snippet, this one being shot in the treetops of Topanga, the old hippie commune outside LA, and we are loving it. This is definitely our place. And this morning, the reason I'm all dressed up is because I'm just off to start Sacred Body Awakening. I don't usually hang out like this first thing on the weekend. Mostly. So what were we talking about today? Oh yes, we're talking about sex, beloved friends. We're talking about sex. And we're talking about how your sexual expression with yourself and the other one may change slightly as we get into this alchemical process. And I'll just start off a little bit. I want Pete to speak mostly. As far as I'm aware, beloved friends, and trust me, I've done a lot of research on this one, in books and in my own body. Sexuality, our expression, our comfort level with it, our exuberant abundance with it to share with others, bodies, everything about sexuality has its root in the psychology. So the sexuality is a secondary expression, when it's not working properly, that is, from the mind. And the sexuality has its primary expression when it's coming from the heart. So when it is allowed to be natural and wholesome and innocent and gorgeous and lavish and it's coming from the heart. When it's doing the other thing, closing down, being complicated, being complex, withdrawing, punishing, being a bit secretive and and all the other stuff, it's a mind thing. It's coming from the mind. So the mind pulls it back, the heart gives it out. So there is a massive clue. It's got nothing, as we know from our previous videos, to do with the other one. And of course, when we're in relationship and sex is maybe not forthcoming, big problem, potentially big problem, if you don't
talk about it.
Thank you. Go on then.
Yeah.
Get on your soapbox.
Yes. Soapbox on. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. The good thing is that if the sexuality within a conscious couple suddenly changes, the good thing is it's an indication that something in the psyche isn't dealt with, faced, related to, gone into. The sex not working as it used to, or still not working, is a symptom of that deeper inner process. I definitely recognise that within myself and our connection. I've got the classic male background of absence through thought whilst making love. How that's shown itself is mentally me trying to go through a checklist of things that I've read somewhere or heard about or even experienced as having worked before with a woman, going through that checklist and timesheet of what to do and when, where and on whose body, instead of actually being present with myself, with her at the time. So I think it's fair to say that much of our male problems with sexuality are our heads and performance related issues. That's definitely been my thing. And then when I've come into a conscious relationship with Anaiya, it's not good enough anymore to be in my head or to go off an old script. I'm being called ever more to truth, and that means it's no longer okay to have sort of the old form of sex, which was, I wouldn't say mindless, but mind dominated and goal orientated. Now it's not about the physical act as such. It's more about heart connectedness with myself first, and coming from that place to Anaiya with her heart connected self. So that it's a symptom that our sexual connection has changed because we've chosen to go into a conscious relationship. It's a good thing because it's amplifying what's not yet fixed. What is it I need to see, that I need to give more love to in myself to become a whole person and to be able to meet the world from that place of deeper truth.
And beloved ladies, you know, if we've worked together, we're going to have to apply some skills, some feminine skills. Where if Pete is not forthcoming and is not demonstrating signs of wanting me, thank the Lord over and over, I'm okay with that now. That used to send me running for the hills because it's the ultimate rejection. Now I can just be in my body and just know what we're in. This is a psychological realm. In the past, I have, not with him, but in the past I've tried to initiate, but from that male place. You know, that penetrating, don't worry, beloved, I'll take care of things, you know. I'll get it up and I'll get it in. Dreadful. That is so not going to do anything, but probably make the man feel even less of a man, because actually there's two men in the bed right now, which might be interesting and might not be. So, beloved ladies, you know what we have to do, especially if you've done a bit of sacred body awakening. You got to go into your love, real love, not even erotic love, kind-hearted, golden, I love you, you delight me, you are my best friend, I adore you, there is no one apart from you that my heart longs for. And in that beautiful, playful, joyful spirit, just start loving him, basically. To say anything less than that is a checklist. Just start loving him, play with him, dance with him, laugh with him, watch a YouTube snippet of your favourite comedian together. Make it loose, make it light, take it out of that big heavy mind space and allow something else to take over. Remember, there's three of you in this relationship. There's the man, there's the woman, and then there's the divine. Let the spirit, let the mystery take over. And again, we're on a thin line. We already know how thin this flipping line is, but it gets even thinner. If you go into a sexual drought, trust me on this one, it's very easy to kind of go, okay. And the other one's going, okay. And no one does anything. This can last months. And I'm sure there's people out there who goes, no, not months, years. Pride. This one, I have done this. Okay. and I've held myself in that ridiculous position because of pride. I don't want to make the first move in case I get rejected. We are on a bigger subject than the two sexual expression. This sexual energy is transforming the soul. Hello, wake up. I'm sorry, I'm on my soapbox. I am. I'm excited. I'm doing body awakening this weekend. The sexual energy is the medicine that restores the soul. The soul of the one, the soul of the other, the soul of the many. We don't have the luxury of being prideful. We don't have the flipping luxury of resting in the place that we've always rested in. We have to go a stage further. And men, this might make you go headfirst into your performance issues, and ladies, this might make us go headfirst into our rejection issues.
Yeah, I mean, guys, mega important, guys. This is where the courage you have, but maybe have not displayed at this depth, actually is called into play. You have to go reach deep into yourselves and talk about what's going on inside, what's not working, what your fears are, what's, you know, everything and anything that you wouldn't dare normally talk to a partner for fear of rejection, because you're actually with someone who's able to hold that, talk about it. And as you'll find, as you do, like me, most of what I think is truth is actually a fucking story that I've made up. And it's nothing near what she's feeling. And her compassion for and her ability to listen to our fears, and perhaps even show us that that's not actually the truth of how they feel about us, or what their needs are. I certainly get entrapped by what I think she needs, and trying to micromanage the relationship. It's all a heap of stories which is wasting my energy, which I could otherwise use on genuine connectivity. So guys, you've got to reach in, put word to what you're feeling, and try and communicate it to your lover, your loved one. She'll certainly meet you because she recognizes that compassion, that need to reach into what is up. That's the biggest gift. She's not after a man who's complete and ready to go. He's the ultimate Greek god type. He's the guy that's self-compassionate, knows his weaknesses, is able to talk about them, show his vulnerability, which is actually the key to passion, being vulnerable. And she'll follow you in there. She'll be the one that actually is able to give you the cues and reflect you back at yourself as being the amazing man she's choosing to walk beside. Soapbox.
No, magnificent golden throne.
And we kind of need to get into LA.
Okay,
So.
I'm going to say one more thing. Ladies, whatever you do, never, ever, ever let go of your longing for the divine and for him. And if you're on the inner marriage, never let go of your longing for your inner masculine. And men, never let go of your wanton desire to claim your woman. And even if you're having an inner marriage, your wanton desire to claim your inner feminine. This is a big alchemy. You can't meditate and pray and PDF and transmit and do your yoga to create this. You got to let some seriously wild stallions out of the box and let them run free across the pastures. And the wild stallions that I'm aware of is the feminine needs to long, like a wild woman, long for the divine and long for him. And the man has to stop meditating or self-helping himself and let that wanton, you know what, you are my woman, whether it's inner or outer. I shall now gracefully take myself off the soapbox.
Yeah, the high heels get stuck in it. See you later.
Have a marvellous weekend.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.